Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay, and in today's video we are talking about the new Phlur Strawberry Letter Eau de Perfume. I love the marketing. I think it's so cute, perfect for around Valentine's Day. These beautiful red bright lips biting into the most vibrant strawberry. I do like the marketing. I think it's very sensual and very bright and in your face, perfect for summer. Then we have the little cubby where the 1.7 full bottle went, and also my travel size. So I am happy they sent this over. I really am. If they did not, I was still gonna order it. They do have right now on their website, it's not in stock yet unfortunately, but I will link it down below. They have this deal where if you buy the big bottle and also the travel in one, you do have some type of steal. It's $109, the travel is $29, and the 1.7 fluid ounce bottle is $99, so right under $100. So my biggest thing is I didn't want something that was too juvenile, but I also didn't want something that was too unbelievably earthy. I wanted to make sure I was getting strawberry, and that was the star of the show, and I definitely do receive that in the fragrance. Now, this is definitely a more mature strawberry fragrance. It's not going to be like your Kayali Eat and Juicy Apple kind of vibe. I say that because even though that is apple, I do get the berries. There's like berry bloom in the fragrance, which I do smell, and I think it's very jammy, very sweet, almost like candy-like. This is not as candy sweet, but I will say, like, it still does maintain that jammy sweetness. So I do love that about it, but it's definitely a little bit more deeper, almost a little sexy and sensual, which I love. So even though you do get the earthy tones, which I was a little skeptical about, it's done in a very beautiful way. So I'm so happy to have this. I will say, even with Mood Ring, their release before this one, I was a little nervous about the gummy sweetness. I didn't want it to be juvenile. I definitely wanted something that was still wearable and a little bit more, like, it had a little bit more maturity, which I did enjoy. So I actually smelled that one in store before it was even sent to me, and me and my friend Shaylin were just gushing over it. So I'm so happy they ended up sending that one. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the notes. Top notes are cassis leaves, strawberry gariguette, and plum nectar. Heart notes are lily, red poppy, and apple blossom, and base notes are earthy woods, tonka bean, and sugared amber. And so for me, when this fragrance opens up, it's very jammy, very sweet, and kind of sugary. It's very almost like juicy to my nose. But as it dries down, that does subside. For me, the plum gives it almost kind of like a deeper, mysterious, sensual feel that I really like. And you also get that feminine, beautiful red poppy. I don't get too much, to me, of the lily. If anything, maybe it's just evening out some of the sweetness. And also the cassis leaves. I do like cassis, but it's not my favorite note in fragrances, and I'm not detecting that too much in the scent. Yeah, I definitely don't get too much of the cassis, but on the dry down, like, very quickly this dries down, and you do get that more deep, dark, earthy sweetness that is just so captivating in the fragrance. I love it. I feel like between the sugared amber, which is just so addictive in the scent, and the earthiness, this it really does give more of a mature take on a strawberry fragrance. It's very beautiful. I wore it all day yesterday, the day before, and the day before I wore it downtown. The heat was blazing, and it just radiated off my skin so beautifully. It's definitely not beast mode, but I can actually say this one is gonna push out a bit, especially if you do overspray, which is an issue I've been having with so many fragrance releases. I will say mostly the designer ones I've been trying recently. I cannot get them to push out. This one, I didn't have a huge issue. It's just not going to be something that is like beast mode, knocking everybody out. It's not that vibe. I'm sure as it gets warmer as well, it will push more in the warmer weather. But yeah, for me, if you like Burberry Her Elixir and you like how that one has a kind of refined feel to it, that one I would say is definitely more playful. This one is going towards, I don't want to say grown woman, but yeah, it's definitely more refined. It definitely does have that depth. And there's something a little deep, dark, and even sensual about the scent. I feel like between that plum and the earthy notes and the sugared amber, and you do get the tonka, I think it is a step up from a juvenile jammy strawberry scent, even though you do get that sugary jammy quality in the scent. So yeah, for me, I really love this. I'd love to wear it on a date. I feel like it's very appropriate for February, the month of love. And yeah, I'm very happy to have this. If you look at my bottle, I've been giving it so much love, and if I wasn't sent this in PR after smelling it, I would have got this. But keep in mind, I'm somebody that does love Burberry Her Elixir. If you don't love that fragrance, you found it a little bit too playful, a little bit too girly and sweet, and you want something that's a little bit more sexy and refined, I think you would love this. The way the strawberry is done is not quite as artificial or synthetic as well, even though in both fragrances you do kind of get that vibe. I mean, all fragrances I feel like that have strawberry or that have raspberry, it is usually that syrupy, sweet, almost medicinal feel. But for me in this scent, I actually really like it, and I find it more, again, realistic. Yeah, I like this a lot, you guys. One of my favorite desserts is just strawberry with sugar over top, and this to me is definitely a more ambery, earthy version of that. I really, really like it, and I think it would be great for a date night. But overall, I would definitely wear this year-round, anytime, any place. And again, when I did wear this in the heat, it did radiate all around me. Again, I don't think it's gonna, you know, have the best sillage, but personally for me with the scent, I feel like it did have pretty moderate projection, which I was happy with. And the longevity for me with this one is about 5 to 6 hours. After that point, I do like to reapply. It's definitely a lively fragrance. It has some personality and complexity, and for that, I do love it. I feel like for me, yes, I can't believe I'm saying that because I thought it was just a like. I'm gonna say it's a very strong like, maybe not a love right now. I need to wear it more. But there's something about it, man, when you smell it, you don't want to stop. It's very, very addictive in that way, and I'm very happy with it. So again, it's not your typical strawberry, juvenile, bubbly scent, but again, for that reason, I do appreciate it, and I would expect nothing less from Phlur. If your biggest concern was, is this going to be a strawberry dominant scent? I can assure you it definitely is. To me, the biggest concern I could see other people having with the scent is the earthiness at the base. It just gives the fragrance a deep, dark, sensual facet that I really do enjoy. But if you know you don't like earthy bases and fragrances, I would definitely not blind buy this. Now, I don't think it's coming to Sephora, unfortunately. From what I've seen, it is exclusive to Phlur, so I would say get it in a travel if you know you don't like those ambery, earthy tones in fragrances. It's definitely not dirty earthy though. I really like this. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good things, and let me know if you are gonna get your hands on this bad boy.